Finally, Jalen Green makes his Phoenix Suns debut tonight. Espo, are you ready? Psychos and sickos unite for a debut edition of the PHNX Suns pregame show. Of course, brought to you by our friends over at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Visit playatgila.com for more details. I'm Eric. That's Espo. We got the Freckled Mamba beyond the Mac making all of the magic happen. And hopefully there's some extra magic on the court tonight as Jalen Green will finally be making his Phoenix Suns debut after months of anticipation post Kevin Durant trade, after missing nearly the first 2 weeks of the season, actually almost 2 weeks on the dot. Jalen Green will be playing tonight. Espo, what was your first reaction when you heard the news, and how excited are you to watch number 4 suit up?
Oh, my first reaction was about damn time. But no, I'm excited to see what he's able to bring, in particular, how he's able to take some of the pressure off of Devin Booker. Devin Booker's usage rate is extremely high. Now, he's been efficient, he's been effective, but this should add an extra dimension because Jalen Green can get to the hoop, can use his gravity, there's that word again, to find other guys, in particular Devin Booker. I also think it's going to make Mark Williams' life a lot easier in terms of those lobs and everything that will come along with it. It might not look perfect or pretty every time down the court tonight as they try to learn how to play with each other, but I think overall it should be a good first jump into this.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think there might be a little bit of a, not like a shock, but certainly a change up for a lot of people. They're going to be kind of put back into their roles that they're used to playing. And of course, Dillon Brooks is still out. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the official injury report. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead. We'll do the injury report and then
do the official injury report. Of course, presented by our friends over at the Husband and Wife Lawn Team. If you had a serious injury, call the Husband and Wife Lawn Team first at 602-783-8841 or visit their website at husbandandwifelawteam.com. Espo, Grayson Allen is officially available for the Phoenix Suns tonight. Dillon Brooks is out with a core muscle strain, and Jalen Green officially in. So, Grayson, Green available, Brooks out.
Yep, and not anything surprising there. I mean, Grayson being ill kind of was surprising, but does not shock me that he's going to give it a go this evening because that's just kind of who Grayson is. Coach Ott made it sound like he was all right. He's going to go out there and try and see how long he can last, but he was doing better than he was at shoot around tonight. So should be an interesting one with Jalen and Grayson available. But on the other side, that's where it gets really interesting when you see who's out.
Yeah, James Harden out for personal reasons, probably just scared of Jalen Green. Kawhi Leonard is out with a right ankle. Jordan Miller and Kobe Sanders out as well. Bradley Beal's playing, but I just learned this. Bradley Beal's on a minutes restriction, which will not be reflected in my bet that we get to later. But when it comes to Jalen specifically, Coach Ott talked about what Jalen Green brings to the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, I think we're all excited to see exactly what that looks like. Had obviously a couple practices with it early and in September. Just his speed, his elite speed, his downhill threat, his paint presence. He'll be able to put pressure on the defense in a couple different ways that we don't totally have. So his athleticism, just everything. We'll put him in pick and rolls. We'll move him off the ball. We'll use his cutting, his speed in multiple different ways.
Yeah, I think his speed and everything coming into this lineup is going to add so much. This offense was built on him playing as part of it, obviously. It was predicated on it. The offense has looked good in terms of generating shots already, but this is that element of athleticism, speed, the ability to get to the hoop that was not there before with this group. And Jordan Ott, when he was coming up with the system he wanted to run, knowing that he was going to have Jalen Green, built it with so much of that and his skill set in mind that I'm not sure we've even scratched the surface of what we can see this offense accomplish. So excited to see it.
Well,
this is what I was going to interrupt.
Sorry to cut you off. That was pretty big news. The starting lineup, Espo, yes, it will look different. Jalen Green will be starting for the Phoenix Suns, but Grayson Allen will not be on the bench. In fact, it will be Ryan Dunn, Devin Booker, Jalen Green, Grayson Allen, Royce O'Neal, and Mark Williams starting for the Suns tonight. That is interesting, to say the least.
I think it is interesting, but I think part of it has to do with wanting to put an immense amount of shooting around Jalen Green out there and his ability to get to the hoop. Because when you look at what both Grayson and Royce have done, they are number 1 and number 2 in number of threes hit over an 8-game span to start a season in franchise history. These are 2 guys that are shooting extremely well. If you put shooting around a guy that can get to the rim, you're going to wind up getting and generating a lot of good looks for those guys on the perimeter and Mark Williams underneath. So from an offensive standpoint, it makes a lot of sense to me. From a defensive standpoint, I have some questions how this is going to work, because Jalen Green doesn't make your defense better than where you were at. And Ryan Dunn obviously is a big minus with that.
I mean, it's like Christmas for Killer X. Killer X hates Ryan Dunn. Look, I don't love this. I also didn't love when Royce O'Neal was put in the starting lineup against the Jazz a week and a half ago, and that ended up working out okay. I do trust Jordan Ott. Obviously, I think Ryan Dunn will still get a lot of minutes. I do wonder what this does for his confidence. And realistically speaking, though, I know you want to surround Jalen Green with shooting. I think having Royce O'Neal out there is certainly enough of that when you also have Devin Booker and then a vertical spacing threat and Mark Williams. I am a little worried about perimeter defense, but on a night where the Clippers don't have James Harden, they don't have Kawhi Leonard, maybe that plays more into a factor rather than just Jalen Green's back and Grayson Allen starts, because I don't know if that'll be the case the whole season.
I think I don't know that it will, but I think it's in part two. You assume that CP3 is going to start for the Clippers, that Bradley Beal might be out there or will be out there at least for part of the time. I think they can run and be fast and get open looks tonight and essentially just blitz this Clippers team into submission early. And you can do that and get off to a quick start with having your shooters out there. If Ryan Dunn is out there, the defense can cheat a little bit more, can leave him open. He's shown a propensity to go, 1 for 6, 1 for 7 at times from deep. This is solely a play to try to start fast and generate a large amount of offense. And you have to imagine when Dylan Brooks is back, he'd slide into where Grayson is, and that would be the lineup you'd go with.
I think it's definitely interesting. By the way, just a quick note on the Clippers not having James Harden. Without James Harden on the court, the Clippers are the worst team in the National Basketball Association this year. In 101 minutes without James Harden on the court, their net rating is a negative 19.71. With James Harden on the court, it's a positive 2.33. Offensive rating drops from 123.13 to 96.95 without Harden. Defensive rating goes down a little bit, so a little better, from 120.8 to 116.67. But again, that's a 30-point drop-off in offensive rating to go with that. They shoot 13% worse from 2, and they shoot 7% worse from 3 with James Harden off the court. So you're not looking at a good offense without James Harden, and then you also add no Kawhi Leonard as well. So it will be interesting to see if the Suns try to barrage early, hit those threes, and just maybe get a little bit more comfort for Jalen Green to play, because, and we'll get to this here in a second, but we don't know if he's fully on a minutes restriction or not, but you would assume that he is.
Think about the open looks that Devin Booker has helped generate. Number 3 in potential assists still right now. You add Jalen Green in there with the looks he's going to be able to generate as well. You want guys out there that you have confidence will convert on those catch and shoots, especially when you see the kind of offensive numbers the Clippers don't put up without James Harden. I like it for tonight. I question it if you wind up going against a full Clippers team on Saturday, but we'll see where this leads. Obviously, Jordan Ott feels pretty good about it for tonight at least.
I mean, maybe this is a test, right? Maybe this is just a, hey, go out there and let's see how it works, and then maybe we run it back on Saturday. But I would imagine if you're going up against a fully healthy Clipper squad, you're going to want Ryan Dunn out there, even though Harden has been able to draw some fouls on him. But again, I still think Ryan Dunn plays a good chunk of minutes tonight. Speaking of minutes, Coach Ott was asked if Jalen Green will be on a minutes restriction for his.
It's the same target range of minutes. I think where we're at is we have a competitive target number or target range more with Jalen, and we're going to feel it out, see exactly how he feels. Like he's out there playing in the game, the speed of the game, the pace of play is affected by the team that you play. So we'll take a look. We'll have a good feel for it headed into the fourth, exactly where that is.
Lastly, is he starting tonight?
We will send that in at 30 on the clock, Dwayne.
Maybe that smile was, hey, he's starting, but Ryan Dunn is not.
I think that smile may have been the individual who continually asks that question. I think it may have had to do with that more than anything. But you got to love Jordan Ott's like, I could tell you, but I'm not going to because it's just more gamesmanship.
Chunky says the Boo Birds are out for Beal. Espo, this was something that you were very insistent on Southwest Bias. Do not boo Bradley Beal.
Not because I think he does not deserve a cold shoulder welcome. I just think you should put forth as much effort as he did in his time in Phoenix when it comes to acknowledging him. Dead silence is what I think he deserves. A complete apathetic reaction to him, because booing a guy, that could motivate him. You know what? Being completely silent and acting like you don't even care or know he's there could really screw with a guy's head, I think, in a situation. Now, I know he's going to
get booed.
They're going to boo like crazy, and I don't have like an issue with it. I don't even think that'd be worth my time to boo Bradley Beal after how little he actually put forth effort.
I got a question for you guys. Do you think he gets a video?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100% I'll get one.
Franchises can't act like fans do. Yusuf Nurkic got like a thank you and welcome back. Like Bradley Beal's going to get one. He's going to get ungodly amount of boos, and they're going to move on. Look, I hear you, and I get what you're saying. If I was there, you suck.
I mean, I get it.
And I wouldn't be able to contain myself.
I joke. I think I'd rather boo when that direct deposit hits his account every.
You'd be out. You'd have no voice.
Look, no, I get it, and I think it'll rain down, and I'm fine with that. I'm not saying you shouldn't because it's you can't do. No, you can do that, and it's your right to do that. Believe me, I'm just saying I think it would be more hilarious to just screw with him.
Oh, Lucky Dab says they should show a montage of him sitting on the bench injured.
They should just show every injury report that he appeared on.
Bradley Beal, thank you for showing off your fits so many times for the Phoenix Suns.
I won't remember you.
Okay.
You never played for me.
We'll talk about Beal later because I have him in my bet, which I'm regretting more and more as time goes on. But we talk about Jalen Green and how he impacts his team, and we feel like we've been talking about it every single game. How does Jalen Green change this? How does he change that? What do you want to see from him? Like, what would have you satisfied on our watch along, which we are doing on this channel? The end of the watch along, I'm asking you, Espo, how did you feel about Jalen Green's debut? What does he have to do to make you feel good about it?
Get to the hoop, get to the free throw line. That's all I need to see.
You don't care about the three?
No.
I do.
This is game one of him getting back. I want to see the speed. I want to see the athleticism. I want to see you force the issue and get to the free throw line. You do those, it's a successful start. Then you build on it with a midi or a three, whatever the case may be. This is about showing you can do the things still that you're known for, getting your other teammates involved.
Looks like Kevin Durant forgot to change over to his burner. Katie in the chat says, don't missing here. I'm going to say don't miss it here, you guys. Losing today. Jalen Green is ass. Freckle Mama says, boo that man. That man can't get booed. I hear you with the rim pressure. I would love to see a dunk. I know it sounds so simple.
Yeah.
I would love to see Jalen Green boom on Brook Lopez tonight. Are you kidding me?
Come on. Bradley Beal.
I mean, yes, that's ideal, but that would mean Bradley Beal would have to show defensive effort and contest at the rim, which we all know is not going to happen.
No, he'll kind of do one of those, I'm making a business decision, and Jalen will still throw it down on him.
I want Jalen to – that's the thing. The stats, sure, I'd like Jalen Green to score 20 points tonight, maybe for a bet that I have, right? Especially if he's going to play, let's say, like 25-ish minutes tonight is what you would probably hope out of him for his debut. The plan, the quote, the plan. We have a plan. We have a target range, whatever. I'd like to see him, score well. I think it's more about what shots is he taking. And then the defensive side of the ball. Grayson Allen has been a passable defender just through energy and effort alone. What's up, Bismack Biombo in chat as well? I mean, we just got all the stars. Where's Kaman? Kaman's been in the last couple pregame shows.
He's not doing anything right now.
I think there might be a Playboy Cardi concert tonight. So he's probably there.
He's probably thrown up in the corner.
Probably. I want to see Jalen
say that.
Probably not. Yeah. I want to see Jalen on the defensive end continue to be active and engaged. Maybe force some stocks. Just want him to look good. I want to look quick, fast, just as athletic as he has been. I want to make it feel like these last 8 games that he's been missing, worth it.
Yes.
Like, this guy's 100% and ready to rip.
Put on a little show for the hometown crowd. And I do think he probably could have played last game. I think they wanted him to debut at home.
I could see it. I mean, especially against the Clippers. I think that is maybe something that they would be looking forward to doing. Obviously, we're looking forward to the game. So is Steven. He's at the morgue right now getting ready for Jalen Green's debut. He did pass along his keys to the game for tonight against the Clippers. Key number 1 is win the race to the first timeout or force the Clippers to take that first timeout, a.k.a. start hot, Espo, which is something that you mentioned, maybe why this is the starting lineup that we see tonight.
You need to. The first quarter is imperative, right? You don't give this depleted Clippers team any sense that they can compete tonight. You run them off the court in the first quarter and give your guys confidence too, because that's been an Achilles heel with this team throughout the season. Go out there and put the foot on the gas right away. Devin Booker get going, Jalen Green get going, have Royce and Grayson hitting some threes. Like, really just get each of these guys involved and let the offense flow.
Yeah, and I know that we're looking at a team without Harden, without Kawhi. Statistically speaking, they have not been good. It's still a Clippers team full of vets. It's a Clippers team full of depth, a well-coached team with Ty Lue. And I really feel like when teams have their backs against the wall and they know their stars are out, there are guys who always step up and play well, whether it's a John Collins or a Zubats or a Brook Lopez or a Bogdanovich who has not been good so far this year. Chris Paul, I think anytime he plays in Phoenix, he gets up a little bit more. So starting hot and not letting them get comfortable, especially these role players get comfortable, is really important when the stars are out.
CP3 is going to need to, because he hasn't exactly played great for the Clippers so far. So they're going to need him to find a little extra in the tank if they want to compete this evening for sure. Obviously, you're going to have a smaller lineup. You're going to wonder how the bigs are going to play for the Clippers tonight as well. They're not, just because they're missing 2 of their main guys doesn't mean that this is an easy win. Ty Lue always gets the most out of his guys.
Come on, Mullah Watch in the chat says we're going to win this one 127-105. The first time Kaman's been positive, I feel like, in the chat. And this is
he knows
also,
he's going to play tonight.
Yeah, maybe. It's also the first time we're going to see Mark Williams starting against the Clippers as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he matches up with Zubats off rip, because that is really the number 1 player that can beat you tonight, is the starting center for the Clippers. Key number 2 from Steven is force turnovers, something that they weren't able to do against Golden State, something they need to do tonight. And again, a team, we keep on harping back to the fact that they're missing 2 of their best players, while also their best playmaker in James Harden. And a team without a rhythm and an offensive flow is more prone to turn the ball over. So will they be able to do that without Ryan Dunn in the starting lineup off rip? I know that the shooting hasn't been great for Dunn, even though he has had some good nights this season. He's always getting stocks, deflections, turnovers, blocks. So you do wonder if that's something at least this starting lineup can start strong in.
Yeah, you hope that Jalen's speed and athleticism can lead to some of those tips and getting some of those steals as well. But for me, and I don't mean to disagree with Steven, and I don't really in principle, but it's not about just generating those turnovers. It's about scoring off of them, because there's been plenty of times this year that they've generated double digits in turnovers, but they haven't won the game because they haven't taken advantage of it to actually score off of it, and then they haven't limited their own turnovers. So I think it's a three-headed monster when you're looking at turnovers. Get them, score off of them, don't commit too many of your own.
Yeah. Box One Gaming says, guys, you need to do some Discord calls for one person for their opinion. It would be cool to keep the community involved. We do have a Discord, just so you know. Go phnx.com/join, become a diehard today. Join our diehard Discord. Maybe we will get the diehards involved in pregame and get some opinions in there, but you got to be a part of the diehard Discord if that ever does happen.
Only if you've painted your fingernails will we consider it. So
why not?
You're out. I'm sorry.
Hey, for now,
my 9-year-old did it, so it looks good.
It does. I think you should keep it.
Wouldn't bother me. No. I have no problem with it.
Key number 3 is transition, flow, and scoring. So forcing turnovers, then in transition, flow, scoring, feel good. Maybe a lot of transition pull-up threes tonight with Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal out there, but love to see, again, Jalen Green put some pressure on the rim in transition. We've looked at the keys. We know who's starting. We've talked about the game a lot. We want the Suns to win, but is it a must-win? Let's take a look at the Suns must-win meter. Averages out to a 6.3. Steven stays steady at a 5. Espo, you go from a -2 last game to a 4. So it's a big jump for you. And of course, I'm back at a 10. I was at 9 for a couple of games against an injured Clippers team. Jalen Green back for the vibes to make everybody feel good. You must win tonight.
The only reason I'm at a 4 is because I don't want to give Bradley Beal the satisfaction of winning this game against the Suns. Otherwise, it's not a must win to me. But I think my definition and threshold of must win is very different than yours and a few others. I think this is a you should win game, and you should win
SW, Suns should win.
Yeah. So just flip that M.
Well, let's take a look at what the line is tonight, presented by our friends over at Bet365. The Suns are -2.5 on the spread, -140 on the money line, +2.5 points for the Clippers on the money line, +120, or on the spread, +120 for the money line. Not a big gap for a team missing their two best players, so the Suns still not getting a lot of confidence from Bet365.
Well, and you get essentially 2 points for just being at home. So really, this is a half a point toss-up, and we don't know. Which is, I still think has more to do with the, Bet365 not really understanding who the Suns are yet.
Yeah, that's fair. We understand who Bees is. Bees is gifting yet another PHNX Sports membership.
Woo!
Bees gifted one in the last post-game show. It went to Sean. This one went to Junior IX. Thank you so much for being here, Junior. If you are in the chat, which you kind of have to be, to get gifted a membership, hit some emojis, right? I love your profile picture of the duck. That's great. You now get access to exclusive emojis. You get access to exclusive content as well. Your name is green. You get a badge. Let's go. B says the fact that it's Junior, it's awesome. It is random, yeah.
Oh, because I was going to say somebody should gift one to the Freckled Mama.
I think Freckled Mama can turn gifting on. I think you can turn it on. It literally right under where B's gifts and membership, there's an option to say allow gift memberships. I know Sean literally just turned that on before he got his gifted membership. But yes, that is awesome. Welcome our new member, Junior. And of course, thank you again to Bees. And thank you to our friends over at Bet365 for sleeping on the Suns. It's time to get into our pre-game picks presented by Bet365. Sign up, use code PHNX365. Deposit 10, place a bet for 5. Get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on spreads, totals, player props, futures, and more. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You must be 21 plus and physically located in Arizona. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Text NEXT-STEP to 53342 or visit promgambling.az.gov.
I'm sorry, but if anybody listened to this on 2-time speed, their head just exploded.
I try to go a little faster every time. You know, athletes are like, I try to get 1% better. I try to go 1% faster every time I read the disclaimer because I want to get it to the point like the Shane disclaimer that we had pre-recorded.
Crank it up.
I want to just do that live. And I feel like I'm getting pretty close.
Thank you, Hidden Sun Village, for being at the game and still stopping by and hitting like.
Let's
and
go.
Vic, yes, Jalen Green is playing tonight.
Jalen Green's playing tonight. He's also in my bet, but I don't know if this one's going to hit, folks. I got Jalen Green over 18.5 PRA. I got Ryan Dunn over 1.5 stocks. I do have Suns money line. That's what I'm most confident in. Then I got Bradley Beal over 19.5 points. I didn't know he's on a minutes restriction. I said, screw it. I think he kind of goes crazy in garbage time, but if it's garbage time, he's not going to play. A plus 2,100. Whoops. It's okay. We don't have to pull up the standings, but I'm in an okay spot. What are you putting your money on tonight?
I took our special PHNX bet. If you're over on Bet365, you'll actually see this same game parlay with our logo on it. It's Phoenix Suns minus 2.5. Jalen Green, 15+ points. Jalen Green, 3+ rebounds, plus 500.
Let's
get it going.
That's a great bet. At a plus 500? That's really good. I like that a lot. I wish I took that. Dang.
There you go.
Well. Too late now. Maybe I'll just tell you in real life, Espo. User 818 says not hitting. Beal scoring 5 points. Look, I guess I've kind of hedged my bets. So, hey, Buddha says he listens at 2 times speed. So that's huge.
Buddha, can you actually understand Erik at 2 times speed when he's doing that? I'm going to say no.
I kind of want to see if I can read it faster.
I'm gonna guess.
Sign up, use code PHNX65, deposit 10 plays bet for 5, get $200 in bonus bets if your bet wins or loses. Bonus bets can be used on spreads, totals, player props, futures, more. Okay. Okay.
At some point, you and I are gonna have to race with the stopwatch and see who can do it faster.
I think I got
you probably could, but I think it would be.
I should be like an auctioneer.
Yeah.
Sold. But will the Suns sell tonight?
We just sold Bradley Beal again.
No, we did not. We are still down with all that dead money. But will the Suns die at the morgue tonight, or is it the Clippers who are going to get slammed shut in the coffin? Our score predictions for Suns Clippers. Jalen Green's debut. We got Suns across the board. Steven, 116 to 109. Me, 121 to 112. And Espo, 111 to 105. Espo confident in a Suns victory tonight.
Yeah. This is a game that they should win. They are not at a talent deficit thanks to the injuries that are going on with the Clippers. You've got the emotional bounce of Jalen Green being there in front of your home crowd. This should give your shooters even more space to do it and give Mark Williams a potential, lob, a guy that can lob him the ball outside of Devin Booker. All of a sudden, you've got the makings of what could be a very interesting game.
Got some predictions in chat. Sean says 112-98 Suns win. Kara says Suns win by 10. Julio says Suns 127-115. Zeke says, hell yeah, Suns must win. Lonnie, 125-111 Suns. I'm feeling good vibes tonight. Aaliyah, 100-90. Kara hitting the SMW emoji. Angel in the chat says it'll be a high-scoring match with some more lax defense against solid scoring teams on the line. Hanos, 105-103, a Suns 2-point victory. Zeke says Suns by 18. Espo, we feel good, but we're not done. We'll be along for watching this game on this very channel, a watch along on PHNX Sports. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button on your way out. We'll see you in a separate stream for our watch along and then another separate stream for our post-game show. Let's all enjoy some Jalen Green hoops together, shall we?
Ahoy, ho!
We all silly like the mayor.